myself at these.
Here now, the reason you were asked to come down and celebrate this is because it's a pretty big deal. National Letter of Intent is a commitment to go to a university, go to a school, and Michelle today is committing to Siena. And when she writes that, her signature across that piece of paper that's sitting in front of her, she's committed to Siena College. It's a one-year binding agreement. It's legal, and it's attached to an athletic scholarship. So it's a big deal, and that's the reasoning for today. I'm gonna go back and sitting at the table and to be thanked, and I'm sure Michelle will have something to say too. Dad, Kevin Tremblay, Mom, Patricia, Grandma, Margaret Gahey, and Aunt Eileen Martin are here with family members here with Michelle today, along with coaches Groton, Fitzpatrick, and Romaine. Before we go forward and she signs, I just wanted to kind of highlight some of her athletic achievements here because it is an athletic scholarship. Obviously, she's a strong student. We'll go through a piece of that too that dovetail with athletics, but. Michelle, and just in soccer, again coached by Mr. Fitzpatrick, Mr. Romaine, and her dad Kevin. She's a first-team All-State player, 3 years of her career here at Goffstown High School, and as a freshman she was honorable mention to that team. 2012 and 13 she was a co-captain of the varsity team. 2013, this past fall, she was nominated an all New England team. Quite possibly the only GHS female soccer player to be named to the all New England team. 2012, she was a Union Leader All-State, part of the Union Leader All-State team. December of 2013, she was named the WMUR Hometown Hero. Sorry, that's not a team. She was named the Hometown Hero in 2013 in December. And she currently holds the school record with 104 goals and 64 assists in girls soccer. Those are her soccer accolades for Goffstown High School. I'm highlighting things. There's a lot to this. There's Seacoast United, some outside groups. I'll stick to the school pieces, but she was a part of the New Hampshire Olympic Development Program from 2006 to 2010, so 5 years doing that. In spring and winter track here, who she played for Coach Groton. She ran with Coach Groton and Coach Ward. Outdoors, she had 200-meter time of 27:30, 400-meter time of 58:69, and a 4x100 relay of 52:79, and a 4x400 relay 4 minutes and 13 seconds, 29.29. Some of her accolades there: indoor winter track, coached by Coach Groton. She was a state champion in 2013, last winter, in the 300-meter, and holds a school record at 41.8 seconds. This year, she came in second place in 300-meter, and this year the 4x400 team that she ran was a part of. They came in second place and hold a school record as well with a time of 4 minutes 16 seconds .76. 2014, this year she's an all-state runner. And she was nominated by the team Best Female Runner for 3 years running. So those are her accolades with track. Other than that, academically, she's part of the National Honor Society. She's been on multiple all-academic teams here. She was just a part of the one of the 23 scholar athletes that we had here at Goffstown this year. Was up at Concord doing that, and what that takes is a B+ average throughout your high school career. You must letter in your senior 2 or more sports, which she'll hit 3. Be a role model and do some sort of community service, which she's done all of. She's been part of our goal group, which is the Goffstown Outstanding Athletic Leadership Group. She's vice president of that group this year. Just partook in the Penguin Plunge 2 weekends ago, or last weekend, 2 weekends. You weren't? Not this year? Oh, I'm sorry. You were. She couldn't because it was the day before she was running for. She would have. I'm not sorry. I stand corrected.
It's okay.
She's also a Special Olympics volunteer. So, without any further ado, Michele, you're. I know there's others here that want to say a few words on your behalf, as well as you, I'm sure. Michele, maybe, kind of, sort of.
Thank you for joining us today. It's been an incredible ride. I'm really nervous. There's been so many highs and lows through this whole journey, and Goffstown's been a huge part of it. And we want to thank everyone from the administration to the faculty, her coaches, her family, her grandmom, who's her second biggest cheerleader, and her dad, her very first coach. We're extremely proud of you. We've always told you to work hard and your dreams will come true. Continue to do that. And remember, you never know who's watching. That's what we've always told you, and that's a big part of how this all happened. So we're just really proud.
Michele is still contemplating whether she's going to speak. I did want to say a few things. And first I would start with, I hope there's going to be more of you underclassmen that will have this opportunity. It's clearly a big deal. In case you're wondering, Siena, where's Siena? So Siena is a nice liberal arts school in New York. Is it Loudonville? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Right outside of Albany. Some of the teams that you will see Michele competing against next year would be Monmouth, Fairfield, Iona, Marist, Ryder, Quinnipiac, Niagara, Canisius, Manhattan, and St. Peter's. And I really did want to echo two big things. First, you're talking, and she earned this, I'll give you a ballpark of the cost. So roughly her package, and it is, as Mr. Fountain said, it's for a year, though Michele would give no one any reason to doubt that she will continue to be successful. So I'm going to do 4-year projections, is that it's ballpark $40,000 academic scholarship for 4 years and $132,000 athletic scholarship, and those are round numbers. So my round numbers are at like $172,000 she earned by working really, really, really hard. So again, huge congratulations. I do think Mom and Dad should buy her a really nice car, but that's just me. And the last piece is probably for me the most important piece for Michele, and I talked to her a little bit about this a few times over the last few years, and I'll try to say it as directly and as kindly as I can, is that Michele in some ways was very lucky. She grew up in a family with a gifted father as a soccer player and coach. He's clearly, I would say, you could say, a soccer junkie, and she could have chose to embrace that, go away from that, or maybe a combination of both, but she's clearly been surrounded by soccer knowledge from the get-go. Additionally, I would say that Michele caught the wave right as a girls soccer player in the state of New Hampshire, where she was connected to Seacoast United with some of the best coaches, arguably, in New England and or the country, and she chose to really soak that all in. The atmosphere that Ms. Romaine, Mr. Fitzpatrick, and her dad created here was a warm, caring, loving soccer environment. And one big thing that I would want you to hear, and this is that Michele's really, really good. Like, you know that? like really good. I can say to you, I've watched a lot of soccer, and perhaps female or male, I've never seen someone strike the ball as well with both feet, which takes a lot, probably some of that is genes, but it's also a lot of work. So here's the big piece, is that for 4 years, and for me, 3 of which I watched really, really, really closely, having daughters on the team, both games and practices, I had never, ever once heard Michele say a bad word to her teammates, and or even a hint of body language of any type of frustration. And Michele's skill level is very, very high. That's why she's going. And we have some rock solid soccer players at Goffstown High School. Michele right now is kind of in a different league, and she really, really treated her teammates well. And to that, I wanted to say, again, congratulations. Thank you. Very, very well done. Still no pressure, and this show might be over. Do you want to say a word or two, Michele?
Thank you everyone for coming. You guys have all been such a big part of my career here at Goffstown High School, and I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. It means a lot. So, thank you.